Hello everyone and welcome to another game of World of Warships. Now I came to the shocking realization that it's been 1 year since I've started this YouTube channel. So basically 1 year ago I uploaded my first video and I have absolutely nothing prepared to celebrate that. Now I'm not sure if I will make anything special, but at least today's replay is from one of my long-term subscribers who has been here from more or less the beginning, Ferry. He is in the Loyang, and he is on the map the Atlantic in a ranked battle. Now the teams, well, they seem pretty balanced. There is no carrier around, which is no surprise. There aren't too many carrier players. And well, the Loyang itself is a tier 8 premium destroyer. It's in, well, Pan-Asian tree. There are, I think, like 2 premium ships there and nothing else. And well, it was the Loyang was the original Benson and handed over to Taiwan. And in game it's more or less a Benson. It has 1 less turret, the torpedoes are a bit worse, but it does come with the option to mount hydroacoustic surge. Now unfortunately Ferry isn't using hydroacoustic surge here. I think it would be a lot better than an engine boost. But anyway, here in the beginning we see the friendly team has come here towards Point Alpha, and that's already a good start. The friendly team is sticking together. They are trying to get this point. Destroyer is in here capping. The enemy destroyer tried to contest it, but he left again. I don't exactly know why. Now Ferry is using his torpedoes towards the smoke in hopes of flushing somebody out. And the second destroyer of the friendly team is here more towards the north. He hasn't gone for Point Bravo yet. Maybe he will. Or maybe he is just here scouting, making sure there is no flanking maneuver. And they've almost captured the point, while the enemies still have nothing. So they are off to a great start. And yes, you can see the enemies are now starting to take Bravo, which means the destroyers have probably retreated and decided to just take the easier point. I'm not sure why the enemies didn't try to contest this. But you know. Now I'm not exactly sure what the enemy ships here are doing. Maybe they are trying to get around here. It looks like that at least part of the enemy team is trying to fall back towards Point Bravo. And Ferry here is laying a defensive smoke screen for his team. So when we turn the camera around here, you can see all of the friendly ships here are now hopefully in smoke. And here he is also spotting some incoming torpedoes, although that might be a bit too late for this tier pits. He will take a hit, I'm afraid. But the tier pit is now safe in the smoke, hopefully, and this smoke will also prevent a lot of friendly ships from getting spotted. Now yes, it looks like the enemies are trying some sort of flanking maneuver here on the left side, but I'm not sure what exactly they hope to accomplish with that. I mean, the whole friendly team is here, so if the enemies go around there, they will just get slaughtered. And it looks like there are a lot of torpedoes coming towards this Amagi. The Amagi is also showing broadside to way too many ships. And you know what? From the looks like this might be a stock Amagi. You really shouldn't bring stock ships to a ranked battle. But well, interestingly enough, the enemy ship escaped and the friendly team just lost a ship, which isn't that great. But I still think they are in a pretty decent position. This Amagi won't live for long. He is, I don't know, burning or flooding. And there are some torpedoes coming this way, but I'm not sure who they are aimed at. They were probably just blind fired. I'm also not sure why there is a smoke screen right here in front of us. That might have been a bit premature. Our ferry is going to try to spot this enemy destroyer. There is at least one cruiser here as backup. And that's basically the ideal thing to have. If you spot the enemy destroyer, you want your own ships to help take them down. Now it looks like here on the left side, ships that tried this flanking maneuver, at least one of them is retreating. And look, there is a Fubuki, and I'm not exactly sure what he was trying to do sitting here in the smoke. But now he has been flushed out, he's trying to run away. The torpedo launch is nicely aimed to prevent the Fubuki from running away around this island. And there come the enemy torpedoes. Yeah, I think this Fubuki is done for. Now, unfortunately, ferry is still spotted and he is under the fire of an enemy cruiser. Now he is using his speed boost to get away from here. Now he is also using his repair, because I think his engine and his steering was damaged. And yeah, he's unspotted, he has safely escaped. It's one destroyer taken care of, which is very nice. One enemy battleship has also gone down. And I'm really not sure what the enemy battleship down here is thinking. He's just kind of trying to sneak up on the friendly team, I suppose. Let's take a look over there. It's what is it? I think it's the tier pits. Yep. So, as tier pits, obviously he might just... He has torpedoes, so maybe he thought, hey, I can sneak up behind them around this island and torpedo them like a destroyer. Not sure if this is exactly going to work out so well for him. Now, meanwhile, two of the enemy team are still trying to contest A here, but the friendlies are preventing them from starting the capture. The enemies still have this cruiser here at Bravo, who is slowly making his way also here towards A. Now the friendly team took care of the enemy tier pit, so they can now turn around and all face the incoming assault. And it's not looking too good for the enemy Benson. He is under fire from multiple sources, he is also quite literally burning. But the friendly Benson is in trouble as well. Now Ferry is using his smoke here to allow his teammate to retreat in that, but I'm afraid his teammate hasn't noticed that. Now the friendly Benson is also using his smoke, maybe it wasn't ready before, but it's here a little bit too late for him. There was too much fire still incoming. And that's sad, the friendly destroyer went down and the enemy destroyer survived with a sliver of his health. But the friendly team is up one ship. And the team is now advising Barry to go capture Bravo. Now there are basically two things he can do in this spot. He could just help the assault at Alpha, because the enemy still have a destroyer, right? And the destroyer is somewhere here. So if he goes here in the front, he can provide spotting for his team, he can prevent the enemy destroyer from coming too close to the friendly ships, and he could also be tried to spotting incoming torpedoes. On the other hand, Point Bravo is undefended and there are still 3 friendly ships around here. So if he can just use this time to capture Bravo and trust that his team will be able to take Alpha. I mean, this Mogami should be going down with the next salvo, so all that remains is this Bismarck and a destroyer who is on very low health. Now the Mogami is down. Well, the friendly team has an Amagi and North Carolina and a Chapayev remaining. So yeah, I think they have a decent chance here taking Alpha. The enemy Benson is spotted. It need one hit. Fortunately, I don't think they get it. Now the advantage of taking Bravo here is if the enemy destroyer just runs away and hides, then it might come down to who controls like the capture points, and will take the team a while to take A, especially if they are under fire. So I can totally see the reason of taking Bravo here instead of going with the team. But I'm not sure what is better. And unfortunately the team just lost the cruiser. Now while Perry is capturing B, the enemies aren't getting any more points. Like when you contest a point, it doesn't produce any points. So they've stopped the bleeding now, and if they take Bravo and Alpha, then it doesn't matter if the enemy destroyer just like runs away and hides. And hopefully those two battleships can... I'll make short work of the enemy battleship. The enemy Bismarck is also on rather low health. And there is the enemy Benson again. The Benson is at so low health that getting spotted is a really big deal for him. And the Bismarck should go down about now. Well, or not. Yeah, finally. So now it's 3 against 1, but those two battleships, they are on rather low health. And it looks like the Benson has found a nice spot where he can shoot without being detected. So the Benson is doing a great job of using his concealment. Now once more, Barry could go here towards the Benson, and not sure if he can get there and spot anything in time for this North Carolina. He is once again going for the capture points, and going for the capture points is probably the safe play. If he can take Alpha here, then they control both points, and then all he has to do is defend them from the enemy destroyer. He is quite fast, the points aren't that fast away, so he should be able to, if he can capture Alpha now before the enemy destroyer can try something at Beta, then this should be a win, because if the enemy destroyer comes close enough and gets spotted, he's a one-shot kill. So unless there are some stealth torpedoes involved, this is looking really good. Of course, there could also always be a detonation. And the enemies do have quite a big point lead, but that won't matter if the friendly team controls Alpha and Bravo. And it looks like he hopefully can finish capturing this point before the enemy reaches Bravo. I mean, I'm assuming the enemy destroyer is going for it, because that's his best chance to win. And now in Ferry's position, I think the best thing would be to just stay between those 2 points in a way where he can react to both sides, and otherwise just wait. I mean, there are still 4 minutes left, and in those 4 minutes they should be able to gather enough points. And he is detected, so the enemy Benson is close. And there he is. Now all it needs is one hit. Unfortunately, the Benson does a good job at dodging. And there it is, that's the win. Unfortunately, I don't have any post-battle result screens from this one. But I wanted to show it to you anyway, because it was a close one and it did feature one of my longest subscribers, Barry. And yeah, I think that's fitting for my 1-year anniversary. Now maybe I will do something special, maybe I won't. I currently don't have a great idea. And also I didn't have a lot of time recently because of the EU versus NA battle. But anyway, I want to thank all of my subscribers. You are awesome. It has been a fun year, and let's hope there are many more to come. And I'll see you guys next time.